Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 7, the penultimate episode of Dead at Heart Season 1, which I guess confirms Season 2 will happen at some point in the future when my players are available. What will come after this? I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out. Right. Um, Hello, I'm Callum. I am the table storyteller. My pronouns are they, them, and new. Um, I am struggling to talk today. So sorry if I'm slightly slurred. Um, anyway, I'll let my players introduce themselves, starting with Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Alter, your local question mark. I am a white femme person. I've got a split fringe, half white, half ginger. I'm wearing a big old pair of chunky headphones with a very out of character little sprout on top. I've got makeup the same color as the trans flag, kind of gothic makeup otherwise, kind of gothic come on brain jacket with a o-ring sort of chain necklace and a little St. Peter underneath it, and fairy wings in the background because we're magic. That's all I've got to offer.
Bill, and thank you for reminding me. I should probably describe myself. I am a non-binary person who's quite masculine today. I've got big, scraggly brown beard, long brown hair, white, pale skin, like I've not seen the sun for months. I'm wearing a grey a grey shirt with like a not a shirt, it's a polo shirt. There we go, and a black like comfy hoodie. Um, and I'm wearing blue headphones and blue glasses. And behind me is a slightly cleaner mess. Wasn't me. But anyway, great. Uh, continuing with our players. Continuing with our players, Monroe.
Hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns, and I will be playing Gabriel, who uses he, him pronouns. Our coterie is Toreador. I am a light skinned trans Latino man with, well, now faded sunset curly hair, wearing silver glasses, and a black button up shirt.
Kieran.
Hello, yes, my name is Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I am a white, non binary person with long, dark brown hair and beard. I'm wearing a black, sort of caftan looking garment, and behind me is a pale backdrop with red and green flowering vines. I am playing Lenore, who's a she, her pronouns, and is the coteries Malkov.
Brilliant. And finally, Bard.
Hi, everybody. I'm the bot with many names. I use any and all pronouns, and I'm playing Foxy, or Gangrel's, or Coteries Gangrel E-Girl, who just lost her ears and doesn't have really has a reason to be called Foxy anymore. I'm wearing I'm a femme presenting non-binary person, white as a bitch, just as white as the wall behind me. I have around shoulder length brown hair in a ponytail, wearing big black headphones. Okay, I see English isn't my friend today. A silver, not choker. What's this thing? A silver collar? Yeah. A black leather jacket and a brownish, ochreish t-shirt, something like that. And
Bronze.
my usual
It's kind of bronze.
Okay, we call it bronze. And my usually ego makeup is a bit toned down today. I believe I don't have. There isn't any eyeliner. There isn't any mascara. Girly pop, what's going on?
I don't know. So what did happen last time? Last time, our intrepid group of misfits went into a museum, fought an art monster, and then got stuck on a stairs puzzle I thought would be really obvious after the first person walked on. Maybe the second person, but no. all 4 members of the coterie decide to go on the endless stair puzzle that I was like, this will take 5 seconds. And they all got stuck on it. And in solving the puzzle of realizing that the steps and the doors were cursed, but the banisters weren't, Lenore propelled themselves into an infinite void of stairs, and Altair stopped the person who was behind all this, Nim, the mage who claims the painting is theirs, from stealing the painting, but in the course of that fell into the painting, and in a last-ditch effort to save their friends, Foxy made a deal with a Callum NPC, and the mage took the painting and Foxy, and Altair, Gabriel, and Lenore were just left with their friend being gone. Foxy was plunged into their nightmares, and after which the mage Nim came with an offer to, as they see it, help Foxy with their pain by taking it away and putting it into a painting, which is revealed to be what is kind of going on with this painting. The painting is the memories of Lucy, a vampire companion of Nim from the past. Nim also fixed Foxy's fox ears and gave them a reproduction of their apartment within Nim's Victorian manor house. And the last thing that we saw was that Foxy went live on stream, and Lenore, Gabriel, and Altair went over to a computer to catch it, where, with a failed insight check, Lenore does not believe that the person on the stream is Foxy, because Foxy has removed their ears and is wearing a fake ears on a
Very
headband.
ugly, very headpiece.
Yeah. So this has been a long night for Altair, Gabriel, and Lenore. It seems like a good amount of time has changed between you entering the museum the first time and when you woke up outside. You're probably looking at it's clearing 5 a.m., which means if you don't go somewhere safe, sleep, you're going to risk hitting the sunlight.
Right. I think it wisest perhaps we try and get indoors. Who would be closest?
You're equidistant from your domain. I'd say the museum is the center of your domain, and you are either on the borders or just outside your domain, each of you. So I think any of you would go to where you need to go. You might either want to talk about what you need to do now, or talk about it in the next night when everything makes more sense.
Well, do we think it wisest to split up or stay together in times like this?
I don't want to be alone.
Right. Then that's settled. I'm more than happy to extend out my home.
Thank you.
We will find her. I promise. And he'll set off walking back to the house.
Cool. So Lenore is going to stay with Altair and your werewolf friend. Monroe, are you going to take the offer up or head back to your own abode?
I think Gabriel is going to feel guilty and need to be alone for a
Mhm.
minute.
Cool. Gabriel, as you arrive at your apartment and you go through the door, you notice a letter has been slid under your door.
Okay. Yeah, I pick it up and I read it.
The handwriting is immediately noticeable and recognizable as your mentor. Gabriel, I hope you are well at this time. I was thinking of you the other day. I heard about your exhibit in the museum. I will make best efforts to come and see what you have put together with it. If you would be such a generous friend, I'd love a guided tour. Let me know if you are around and available. You know where I am. And I know where you are. No need to let bygones affect us anymore. With love.
Does he sign it at all?
He signs his name.
Mm-hmm. If anyone was around, they would have. It was a noticeable hiss that came out of Gabriel. Just tosses the letter onto his kitchen counter.
Yeah. I have lost you on the subtitles, Monroe. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Let me recapture those. Okay. I think
Would you like to do anything before you go to sleep?
Gabriel is just going to first get out of his painting attire because he's still wearing that, and just I don't think he does anything. I think he just gets into bed and curls up really tightly
Cool.
and just lays there.
Yeah. Could you roll me composure plus wits, please? Difficulty 3.
That's exactly 3.
Cool. As you fall into your, I guess it is sleep, even if it's not the same way a mortal feels sleep. You wake up and you are aware you're in a dream. And you are aware that someone is in the dream with you who shouldn't be there. and you are at university in your sire's office. And coming through the door is Nim. Ah, hello, Gabriel. How's your evening going?
What do you want?
That is the question I wanted to ask you. What can I do for you?
Give me back Foxy.
Foxy is currently safe. She is having a whale of a time. And I would like you to see her again, as she asked if she can. But I'm just currently trying to arrange that for her. I've said I've got to wait a week, but you know, I thought about it and was like, actually, that's really mean. So I'm here to help and, get it to a point where you can see each other again.
What game are you playing? What do you want with any of us?
I wanted my painting back. I also wanted my friends back, which I'm hoping you can help me with. And I mean, we haven't known each other very long, and but Foxy was very nice when I met them, and they mean a lot to a friend of mine. Oh, yeah. So I thought I would help them, and I can help all of you. So I would love to do so, but I do need some things in return.
And why would I give you anything? You've already taken something that means a lot to me.
Sorry, I might have missed something here. Foxy asked to come with me.
You know, you have impeccable timing coming to see me just after taking Foxy. It's a little fresh, don't you think?
Ah, yes. It probably is for you. Sorry, I've had a few days to think about it. Time. It's a bit of a confusing mess. This is why I need my friends back. I'm also aware, based on this conversation, that you might think that I've taken Foxy against their will, and you might be trying to come and find them. I think that those efforts might be better placed in finding my friends and bringing them to me, and then you can see Foxy again, and I can give you something for your hard work.
And what do you have to offer?
Well, lots of things. Now, it's a little bit tricky with your mentor because they're still kind of active. So I can't just like take the memories away of the shit relationship you have. So like, okay, cool. I could offer you some body modifications if there was anything that you wanted done that you didn't get done before you returned. And I'm not a Tremisk, you know, so it's not going to be like horrific body horror kind of things. I could offer you a place in my estate. It's very nice. Lots of art. You know, not to really say that I can do anything, but I can do a lot. So, what do you want, champ? I can kind of make it happen.
Oh my god, no.
I don't think you can send me back home, so I don't think there's much you can do for me there.
Home as in the across the continent?
You mean across the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. You'll be breaking a lot of rules, and I can't really do much about that, but I can get you there without having to take you through planes. Well, no, in fact, rather than using a plane, I'll just take you through planes.
Is that a pun?
You're not here right now. I thought you would kind of want to stick around here where your friends are. But yeah, I can send you to America. I can. I mean, you'll have to like sort your situation out once you're there. I don't really have many contacts there to kind of allow you to just show up. But you know, you're resourceful, clever, smart, pretty. I'm sure you'll find a way.
You
Not
want
particularly
Lucy
fond of
and Nia.
violence.
Yeah.
Pardon?
You want Lucy and Nia. That's who you
Y-
want.
Yeah. Well, yes. You find them. Let me know, and I'll bring you to Foxy. And you can decide your reward once that's all happened. Now, I do have other appointments this evening, so you know, uh, I consider it, and you can get in contact with me by thinking about me.
Of course I can. Of course I can.
You know, you got to do it with intention to contact me. If you just think about me, I can't just like pop into your head. No. That would be dangerous.
Well, consider the consideration considered. I will think about it.
Cool. Your sire's a bit of a dick, huh?
A bit. You think?
Yeah. I could. You know what? I'll do you a favor, mate, for free. And they walk out.
And just leaves him standing there.
Yeah. You're just in the office of your your sire. Just. And then it slowly fades away, and you are back into your sleep. Altair, you return home with Lenore, and Oliver is upstairs.
Mhm.
Is that you back?
Yes. Make yourself semi-decent at least. I have company.
What? What do you mean? Why would I not be decent?
I have a
You
long
think
list
so
of
little of me
reasons.
that I would go around the house wearing no clothes?
Not thinking past evidence.
I'm watching your friend's stream right now. Is that what you think of me?
It's not
Actually,
her.
there's
Right.
Imposter. You shouldn't be supporting an imposter.
I did notice. I can't do the accent today with my tongue being shite. I did notice there's sunlight.
yes. She's rather been picked up by a mage. We're trying to amend the situation as quickly as possible.
Right. Have we dealt with one of those before?
Potentially in the mid-90s. Yes, the Berlin job.
Oh. Is that what you were doing in Berlin?
Partially, yes.
I was really, really high.
Yes. I'm
And I
actually
got
rather surprised you remember Berlin.
And I got a lot. Well, it's because I got a lot of business done.
We can amend
Of all
the
kinds.
business.
They were just
Oliver,
going for me.
not right
Constantly.
now, perhaps.
Okay, boss. I'm going to go and remember Berlin.
Thank you, darling. He will wait until he's upstairs. Apologies for that. I will ensure the guest bedroom set up shortly.
There's the waft of marijuana in the air.
Of what, sorry?
Of weed.
Oh, right, yeah. Right, yes, thank you. I appreciate your hospitality.
You're always welcome here. Are you all right? I mean, the question is rather silly, but
Do, what would happen if you made a choice and then, because of that choice, Oliver was gone?
I'll do my best to try and remedy the situation.
And in between, before you could remedy it,
What is this about?
she told me not to. She told me just to land. She told me that I was wrong. I didn't listen. I just kept going because I thought I knew what was best.
Oh, my dove, that is hardly your fault.
It is, well, she's
How
shown
could-
me in the past that she knows what she's talking about. But I listened to myself instead. And then I
How
wasn't
could-
there to stop.
How could you have known?
wasn't about noise, about trust. I didn't trust her to know what. I didn't trust her.
He's gonna reach out and put like a very gentle hand on Lenore's shoulder.
She grasps it.
We make mistakes on a daily basis. More than that, you couldn't have known that this would have ended like this. You did what you thought was right. The intention was to try and fix the situation. Yes, perhaps we're in something of a sticky situation now. But when have we ever let this get us? We have always ended up back together. Yes?
Yes.
You are one of the brightest stars I know, darling. We can fix this.
Thank you, Altair. You mean a great deal to me.
And you are.
As does Foxy, as does you all do. But yeah.
Get some rest. There is no point trying to think of things after 5 a.m.
Very true. I trust you'll do the same.
I fully intend on. Give me a moment. I'll try and get the bedding set up.
Yes.
I have some. Oliver bought this fluffy one. Is that all right? If not, I have regular linen.
No, Fluffy's fine.
Fluffy's fine. Right. Give me perhaps 15 minutes. I'll make sure it's correct. And he's
Thank
gonna scamper upstairs. You hear a lot of kind of searching through cupboards because Ollie's absolutely fucking moved it in the last month. And then he'll poke his head back downstairs. It's done. First one on the left.
Understood. And having probably not moved because she still doesn't feel quite at home in this space. Before being told where to go, will go up the stairs. It's still slow. It's still 1 foot on the step, and then the next foot onto the same step. Still almost trudging, but the face is slightly lifted after Altair's reassurance.
The house is kind of, I guess, older in vibes. It's still got kind of the old sort of almost like a salmony pink carpet, kind of patterned wallpaper. There's lots of pictures going from kind of black and white to sepia to like modern, like full colors. There's Ollie and Altair in some of them. There's different people in the rest of them. There is a little crucifix, kind of at the top of the stairs. And then just lots of trinkets. It's a very trinkety house. You get the feeling that that's more Ollie than Altair. But yeah, the bedroom, it's very cozy. It's definitely got like a proper like bedspread on it. But there is like a grey teddy bear linen on top.
And I think that she's carefully folds the teddy bear linen into a ball and holds it tight to her chest. And she stays standing like that for just a moment, just taking the room in, looking at all the trinkets, not picking anything up, but and continues once she is lying flat on her back to just hold it close.
I think Altair will probably make his way up to kind of his bedroom. We'll kind of kneel by the bed for a little while. We'll run through kind of prayers. He's got a very old, very worn down rosary. And then we'll kind of all makeup off into pajamas, into bed.
Which one of you manages to get to sleep first?
Lenore is awake for a long time, I think.
Cool.
Well, there it is then.
Altair, could you make me
Oh.
a composure and wits roll? Difficulty 4.
Composure, what's my hunger? Did I
Pretty
not have
fucking high.
any?
No, it's gone.
Is
Pretty much.
it?
No, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
opposite. It's really
gone.
low.
Did you fit?
So that's how many? So what was it? Composure. That's 1, 2,
And
3,
wits.
4, and then wits. It's a game of trying to find the dice that don't have the tens numbers on because I'm not smart. That's a 9, that's a 5, that's a 3, that's a 7, that's an 8, and that's a 6.
That's 4 successes at least. So you make it.
Woohoo! Cool beans.
You are
It's
in your dream, and you're conscious it is a dream, sat in your living room when there's a knock on the door.
You will put it on the chain and then we'll open the door.
Nim is standing there. Hi, Altair, I'd love to have a conversation.
Shuts the door. Counts down
Uh,
from 10. Calms down. Takes it off the latch. Opens the door.
Hello. That's a really complicated lock mechanism we've got there.
Well, hardly. It's been around since the 60s. What's the matter?
I was wondering if you could do me a favour.
State it first and I'll see.
I would like to have my friends returned to my care.
Oh, hilariously, I'm in the same predicament.
Okay, so you're also under the assumption that Foxy didn't ask to come with me.
Well, considering I fell into the painting first and then she had to get me out. No, actually. I rather think this is all your fault.
She asked if I would give the people back and she would come with me. And I did that. That were her words, not mine.
Okay, so if I may educate you for a moment, that is a trade, not necessarily something she asked for. She wished to free us. Had that situation not befallen us, she would not be
Okay.
here.
Right. I see your perspective on it.
Wonderful.
I will talk to Foxy first thing tomorrow about that whole thing. She did ask to see you, and I originally said no because I was like, that feels kind of dangerous right now. But I thought I could spend some time trying to arrange it as a surprise that you come and see Foxy.
How kind of you. What do you want?
I was hoping that you could help me find my other friends.
Well, you seem to be finding us rather well.
Yeah, you're kind of loud.
Right.
You've got a lot going on in your head. I can't find Lucy. And Nia's not going to help me. So,
Oh, I wonder why. Have you considered they perhaps don't wish to be found?
yes, that is a thing. But there's things that Nia doesn't understand about the situation that has led to all of this mess.
Which are? He's not moved from the doorway, by the way. He's fully like blocking the door.
The things you keep on seeing in the painting were memories, Lucy's memories of bad things that hurt her. So I was trying to help her through them. But Nia didn't see it that way. And her desire for Lucy drove her to take both away before they were healed.
And Lucy consented to this entire palaver.
She was not in a state where she could communicate before I took the memories to heal.
Right. You're not painting a particularly pretty picture here. You are aware of that, correct?
I am being as honest as I can be. And if that doesn't
Appreciative.
paint me in the best light, I apologize.
He will take a step back and kind of open the doorway. Come and take a seat.
Thank you. They walk on in. Oh, it's a nice place you've got here.
Thank
It's very
you.
eclectic.
That's Oliver.
Oh, I thought it was you because, the whole vibe.
Right. So you want us to find your friend. What is in it for us?
Whatever you want.
To what degree?
The problem is, Altair, you're really difficult to understand because I can't get a read on you. So I can't offer you something and know that you want it. I was originally thinking about Thea. Be quite easy to track her down. But I don't think you really want to find her. Because if you did, you'd have already found her.
How do you know about Thea?
I know a lot of things. That's kind of my whole thing. As I said, your thoughts are very loud.
I left them alone because they requested it.
Exactly. So I was doing some more thinking, and I thought back to that encounter we had in the corridor in the museum, that's like in the hotel. And I thought of the perfect gift for you, but it's kind of a bit radical, so I don't know if you'll like it. So is there anything that you want specifically?
Not presently, other than Foxy back.
Cool. I could turn you into a Ventru.
How?
Magic.
Allow me to consider it.
The details of it is that either, and I don't quite know which way I'm going to do it yet because it's a bit complicated and I haven't done it before. Either I mutate the blood that's already in you, maybe mix it with some other Ventru blood that I found roaming around, and a bit like Diablerie, but less risky. Or I go back to the moment that you became a caintiff and change the outcome.
You may have a slightly easier time with the latter, but that would not result in a Ventru.
It can do.
Consider me interested. But I would have to discuss this with the coterie first.
Yes, Right, because you're going to need the coterie to find Lucy and Nia. So, like, you can discuss. I just wanted to have a private conversation first so that we could get to know each other a bit better. I'm really confused by you. I don't normally talk to murderers.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, what do you want to know?
Why are you here? Why the coterie? Why all of this? Because you kind of want power, but you're not really taking it? Because you didn't join the Camarilla till last night.
Power is something of a show in this life. To find people who care about you is something much more sincere. I would rather that than all the riches of the world.
Cool. Because your actions don't really speak to that.
I'm trying to find my friend, am I not?
Eh, okay.
I've stuck around them for quite so long. I am so old.
Oh, you're really not.
Perhaps not compared to your kin.
Compared to me, most of my kin are dumb 80-year-old has-beens.
Let me guess, time travel?
Kinda, yeah.
You have to be careful with that kind of stuff. Even with magics of varying kinds.
Oh,
I say, fully aware that
it's
I'm
a
speaking to a
bitch.
mage.
No, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it.
No, perhaps not. Well, in that case, perhaps that's something you and I have in common.
Yes, your experience in the dreaming and with the Fae, it's interesting to me.
Yes, you do smell rather delicious.
Oh, it's,
That's not flirtation.
right. Cool.
That is entirely a threat.
Ah, right. Cool. Because I can't just summon fire.
I'd rather you didn't.
Exactly, which is why I haven't done it.
Perhaps you ought to leave.
Cool. I'm gonna go. Say hi to Oliver for me. It's been a while. He probably doesn't remember me.
Huh?
And they go to leave.
No! I'm writing this down. I'm going to quote this.
Do you stop them from going before you find out more, or are you just gonna let them go?
Am I allowed to stop them?
You can try.
Oh, yeah.
You have agency.
Can I cat's grace to the door, elbow
Yeah.
it shut,
Yeah.
and kind of book talk style block the doorway?
Oliver
Oliver
hello?
doesn't remember you.
Yeah. We met.
How would he have known you in the first place?
London, 1980s.
Why?
I was there.
You're not giving me much here. I know I'm asking closed questions, but you could at least give me something in the answers.
I met Oliver on a night out in London, 1980s. Maybe 1984. I could just be pulling at the most popular year that I can remember in 1980s. I was there to see a friend of mine. Well, I was there to see a lover of mine. We went out. It's not normally my scene. And I came across a handsome ish Scottish lad, and had a conversation.
And you wanted what exactly with him?
A conversation?
In regards to?
The band my partner was in?
Essentially what I'm trying to get the bones of here is, did you do anything mage related with him?
No. Depends if candles count.
He's just going to open the door. Out.
Cool. See you around?
They make skin safe ones these days. Slams the door behind him.
That's not what I meant. Okay. Strange to think your friends are like that. And just walks away out of the dream, and you fade into slumber.
Cool.
Hi, Lenore.
You're back then.
You're struggling to get to sleep, aren't you?
Yes. I
Yeah.
wonder who that could be because of.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry about before. I didn't mean to do that.
You
If
didn't
anything,
mean
I was
to-
kind of helping you out of it.
out of the thing you put me into.
You put yourself in it. I just kind of piggybacked.
Right. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, I have.
Right, of course. But you wouldn't ask permission first.
Your brain is kind of open.
Yes, and every open door is an invitation to go in, I suppose.
I could stumble and trip into your head. Is kind of the point I'm making.
Did you?
The
Either time?
painting did, and the painting's
Are
mine.
you the painting?
In a spiritual sense, kind of.
In an intellectual sense of how you perceive yourself, are you the painting?
No.
Then that is no excuse.
You're currently not asleep.
Why does that matter?
Because I'm not inside your head.
Yes, well, we both know I can't trust that.
That is fair. I apologize. I am asking permission to enter your dreams.
And why do we not just speak here?
Because I'm pretty sure that there's a werewolf in the house.
I trust the werewolf more than I trust you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Well, I had an offer because I know that I offered before and you didn't follow through on it, but that's okay. You fell unconscious. That's not your fault. So like the offer's still there. I can make the bad things go away. But
and you're aware that the offer you made was made at a time where I had little to no say in how I would respond. Where I was in such great distress that I would have said anything to end that. And for that does not constitute consent, because I could not say no.
you're making some great points, and I would like to apologize for taking advantage of that moment. I genuinely did not think about it that way. I, similar to yourself, got a little bit obsessed with the painting, and it made me careless to yourself and your feelings. So let's start over, fresh ish, from
You don't get that privilege.
Cool. Okay.
I am willing to talk to you,
Mhm.
but I'm not going to forget what you did. I'm not going to forgive what you did. I'm not going to forgive what you have continued to do in taking Foxy and in manipulating me into giving you the information you needed to do that. You don't get to just make me forget.
Okay. I got that message loud and clear. Forgetting bad. However, you like answers. What if I gave you answers?
Answers are a very broad term.
You don't know who your sire is.
Yes.
I can find out.
And you think that giving me something that, yes, you're right, does plague my mind, but is not going to put it. You think that's going to make me forget about Foxy? You think that makes me allow you to
No.
just. Then what are
Sorry.
you asking for in return?
Neo and Lucy. And when you bring them,
Oh, the ones you terrorized before you came to us.
you can
Right.
see Foxy.
So, in return for seeing my friend, I gave you the people you abused before you took her.
That's a really strong accusation. I can see why
Borne
you
out
might
by the
think
way
that.
that Nia talks about you.
I never did anything to harm either of them. The only thing I did.
You can understand why, being me, I would trust the person making the accusation more than the person who's being accused.
Yes, I do see that.
Take me to see Foxy first. Then we can talk about possibly giving you something in return. If you want to think about it in terms of deals, think about it as repayment for what you did earlier this evening.
Okay. You're making some valid points. I will go and reflect on these. I'll leave you to your nightmares.
I will endeavour to enjoy them more than I enjoyed this. Goodbye.
Bye. And I think we'll take a break here. And we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. See you all then. Bye.
I will.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our lovely episode of Dead at Heart. Altair, Gabriel, and Laura have fallen asleep. Foxy, you find yourself waking up. Make a rouse check, please.
Oh yeah, we're it's that time of the day again. Wait, no, a 0 is a 10. 0 is a 10. We're fine.
Cool. You wake
Because
up.
that would have been my 4th hunger, and I would be fucked.
You do notice outside it is dark. The sun is not where there's no longer a sun outside. And you hear someone moving in the next room.
I stand up and go over there and peek my head out. Hello?
Nim is in your kitchen.
Evening, Nim.
Yeah, you kind of, as your eyes focus, Nim looks a bit different to the last time you saw them. In that their features are softer. They appear more femme physically than they did the last time you saw them. And they are currently cooking breakfast in your kitchen.
Nim, that's still you?
Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. It happens sometimes.
No, whatever you feel comfortable with. Honestly, I know a lot of non-binary people who would pay everything to be able to do that.
Yeah. It's complicated. Gender's a whole thing.
Gender is a social construct, and we're here to eat it up.
Yeah. And when you've lived most of history, you kind of forget sometimes. And like, there were times in history where I was different forms trying stuff out and stuff, but it became too difficult to keep track of. So I kind of had to default to these like 2 altered forms.
As I said, whatever you feel comfortable with. Don't mind me if I keep asking stupidly if you look like a whole bit differently. I'm just making sure.
Cool. Yeah, it'll still be recognizably me.
Cool. Pronouns still they, them?
Yes. How do
Cool.
you like your blood?
Good question. Alive?
Okay.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah. No. We can't. Like.
No, I did know that.
Okay.
I just the old thing with me and Lucy was that Lucy would drink fresh bags.
Honey, let me tell you, whatever works, that works. I don't need.
We can. I mean, initially
No.
they didn't.
If you have, I just don't want to kill anybody.
Oh, okay.
That's the main thing. I don't want to kill anybody, not because I'm hungry, and not because I like get a bit indisposed because I'm hungry. Okay. If you've got fresh bags and that works.
Sensual are the people you feed off?
Depends. Are they assholes?
I can go and get you some assholes.
Okay, so sit down, darling. I'm gonna tell you how I do it usually. I've got my Twitch stream,
Cool.
right?
Well, sorry. Let me. Can I just finish?
What I'm doing? Yeah, wonderful. Or you just can I just talk during your cooking?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what I usually do is I do community nights as a cool, cute teenager streamer with fox ears on. And let me tell you, there are a lot of, it's mostly men, let's be honest, it's mostly men, people who come around and are like, Oh, you're such a cool, you're so mature for your age. Oh my gosh, wouldn't you like to spend some time alone? I'm like, yeah, and then I bite them. Because those are assholes.
Okay. Right.
I don't... Why there are
That's-
assholes?
And, sorry, and you don't kill them.
No.
They kind of seem like bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, sometimes I kill them, but I don't want to kill.
No,
And I don't kill the innocents. And people might be assholes, but that doesn't make them like full on guilty. If they try something real funny on me, right, then I kill them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what Altair does as a job?
Would I know? Question at you, Magpie.
He's probably alluded to it, but not as deeply as it should be. So Foxy would probably know that he deals in crime, but that's about it.
Some illegal stuff, as far as I know.
Oh. He's an assassin.
Altair is an assassin.
Yeah.
No way. You're pulling my leg.
I'm not physically touching your leg right now.
You're telling me Altair, an assassin.
Yeah.
Huh.
Drains and dry.
Oh. Corpses are always such
That's
a
why
mess.
I was
and-
confused.
Oh,
I didn't want to make judgment. I just thought you should know.
yeah. Oh, that explains why Altair is so good with corpses. Yeah. Okay.
We
so
just
now-
literally drive around in a hearse.
Yeah, I thought that was for the aesthetic.
So did I. And then but apparently all the weird aesthetic stuff is Oliver.
Who's Oliver?
Just as Altair not told you about Oliver, his friend who stays with him,
Uh,
the werewolf.
what now? What now? Nim, you're fucking kidding me.
Gabriel and Lenore met Oliver last night.
Oh. I mean, I believe Altair like said something about a roommate, but I didn't. Not a werewolf.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take his secret away from him.
Honey, we need to talk about the things that's called boundaries.
Oh, I'm friends with Oliver. We met in the 1980s.
Oh. Still, it may not be your part in this whole thing to tell me this.
Yes. Sorry, I just assumed you knew.
Yeah, okay. No, I didn't. Look, I know a bit about my friends, but we try to keep it as eluded as possible just in case. See? Just in case, because of not these, I had a cross mark on my head for the Inquisition. So we said, if anybody got picked up, nobody knows nobody, and we don't know shit. And the less we know, the less they can torture out of each other. So,
Oh, I see.
yeah, sometimes
Very-
we're smart. I
very clever.
know, we don't look like it, but sometimes we actually are smart.
I think you're very smart.
Oh, thank you, darling.
So, small update.
Mhm.
When I brought you to the house, we might have gone back a week.
Back?
Yeah, in time.
Oh fuck! You know, I've got an earworm from the Back to the Future musical.
It's an okay musical. Most of the songs really don't drive the plot forward. They're just kind of like
Yeah, I
repeating
know,
what
I
the
know,
characters
I
have
know.
said.
But like,
So it's a bit
you
disappointing.
gotta say, like, the light show is spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
It's
Also,
musical.
inaccurate way time travel works.
Of all of the whole 9gag post, that's the one that's correct.
I mean, no one's got it right because no one's really done it. It's the whole thing. I did it by accident. This kind of happens. I lose track of time because you're not meant to do it, and then when you do it, you start to lose your place in time. So I get like friends to be anchor points, so I can like remember where I am and where I should be and what day it is and what hour it is. So we went back a week. So yesterday for us was a week ago, but don't worry, we're back where we should be in the timeline.
I've been asleep for a week.
No, I jumped us ahead.
Ah.
Today is the day after you came here for everyone else.
If you say so. If you say so. I'm not the smart one. I'm just gonna believe you.
Cool. I'm going to get you some food.
Much appreciated.
Please feel free to explore the house. You're safe here.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Listen, I enjoy your company, so I'd love to see you at some point in the day.
I mean, you know where to find me.
Yeah, and you can probably find me in my study or my library or the art room.
Do you play Magic?
What kind of magic? I kind of do space,
The Gathering.
time, memories. Oh! I don't play in 1v1 formats. I've got Highlander deck.
And here I was hoping to test out the new build of my Astarian Commander deck.
But yes, but that's we need more people to play Commander.
No, you can play Commander with 2 people. You can play certain, like you can build certain Commander decks for non 101, but like
that's Brawl, and it's not fun.
Yeah, that's right. Oh! If we're playing with more people, I'm gonna test my Socrates deck. It's a nightmare. You're gonna hate it.
I can go and get more people. Let me think on
Don't
how I'll do that.
Don't abduct them.
No. I don't abduct people. Is that what I did?
Huh?
Is that what I did when I brought you here?
Me?
Yeah.
Oof, that was a complicated situation, but I don't actively feel abducted. We made a deal, and I honor my deals.
But you wouldn't have come here if you didn't have to make a deal, would you?
Hmm?
If you didn't have to make a deal, you wouldn't have come.
If I didn't have to make a deal to get my friends out of that pesky situation, would you have asked me? It wasn't a situation of, oh, nice to see. yeah, see, like that situation itself wasn't a situation of, oh, how nice to see you, come by for a coffee or something like that. But like the elevator thing, like I had a good time. It was quite a long elevator ride, but like if you had asked me in any other situation and at any other day, and you would have been like, hey, want to come by, would have been like, yeah, sure.
Okay. If I said you could go back to Cardiff today, now, do you want to go?
To be honest, I kind of need to check if my friends burned down the city.
Oh, no, they're looking for you.
Gabe saw me talk to you. Gabe knows where I am.
They think that I took you.
No, I did come with you. I mean, you did it all dramatically with like the reality warping thingababab Macarena, but like, I mean, right now it's dark. I could just try to walk out the door. I'm not sure if it would work since you are a person of reality bending.
If you would like to go, you can go. I'll make it easy.
Walk out the...
Nim,
do you see me walk out the door?
Make it a passageway to Cardiff.
Nim? Do you see me walk out the door?
No.
Remember what you said yesterday?
That was a week ago.
Okay, remember what you said a week ago?
No.
The thing about us and being friends and all that.
Yes, yes.
Friends? I'd like being friends. I still need to take care of my coterie. But I'd love to be friends with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Food.
Food.
And they walk out.
Because let's be honest, if I don't get anything between my fangs, I will tear a hole into your very nice tapestry.
Okay. Yep. Food. I'll go and get you some food.
Holy shit, darling. Why? You are deeply insecure, aren't you? And that's coming from me.
Mentally or physically?
Yes.
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 Do you want a hug, darling?
Okay. And they hug you.
I hug them back.
They physically change back to the form that you originally met them in as you hug them. Okay. Food. Well, there are bad men everywhere. Just got to find one.
If you use Tinder, you're going to be very, very fast.
Oh, no. No. Please, no. I don't have a phone.
Oh, by the way, am I now, like, is time the same again? Like,
yes.
if I...
It's all good.
Cool.
I think a small time later, they call you over to somewhere else in the house. And as you walk through the door, you're in an alleyway elsewhere in the world.
Well, this is handy.
There's a man at the end of an alleyway. And Nim just goes, he's been following a girl for about 2 blocks.
Wonderful. I believe Foxy would wear something a bit cute, but still a bit girly, and would just like walk up to the man and be like, "Hi."
Oh, sir. Hi.
Do you think I'm pretty?
For sure.
What would you do to me, handsome?
Oh, that's it's an uncomfortable question. I think we'll cut away from that scene.
Yeah,
Sake
yeah.
to hunger.
Wonderful.
If you'd like to take free, you can drain him.
Depends how out of place was his answer. Is he a dick or is he like a dangerous dick?
I think the line between those two things is very complicated. I think your reading of the situation. Roll me. Roll me. Composure plus insight. Difficulty 2.
Insight. Oh yeah, composure, because I'm so fucking good at that. And all of you are hunger die. Okay, I've got 1. No. Yes, I've got 1 9.
He's dangerous.
He's gone.
Cool. Sake free hunger.
Wonderful. So I'm back to 1.
Everyone else, Altair, Gabriel, and Lenore, you wake up and you make a rouse check to see if you're hungry. Fox, you are then taken back to the house. No. After you finish feeding, there's a late night cinema open. And Nim is like, oh, we could always go to cinema. I'll pay. I don't know if vampires have money.
Sorry, who's that directed to?
Foxy, it's you. Sorry, I've
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that
So
beat.
after you fed on the guy,
Okay.
Nim was going to take you back to the house, but there was a late night cinema open, and Nim was like, "Do you want to go to cinema?"
Depends on the film.
I mean, I think it's like a classic movie. It's one of those weird cult movie places.
The one where they sell that weird ice cream that's like super expensive and absolutely disgusting.
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you want some?
I can't eat it.
Well, technically, I could do some bullshit.
No, wait. You can make me have food.
Well, you can taste food if you try, but you can't keep it down. However,
Yeah, okay.
if the food never got that far down, you wouldn't have to throw it up again. So you could taste the food, and then I could make it disappear.
You're gonna portal stuff out of my... We're gonna try that another day.
Okay.
But yeah, sure. Let's go to the cinema.
Cool.
I pull out my... Give me a second. I pull out my phone and text the coterie, "Hey, party people, I'm fine." sparkles emoji.
I think it's as you put your phone away and you look, and all the signs are in French, and the Eiffel Tower is visible down the street.
Huh. Right. You can do the portal stuff.
Portals are dangerous. We don't mess with portals. We just teleport.
What's the difference? You know what? I don't need to know. I don't speak French.
Neither do I.
The movie's going to be a shit show. Let's go.
Yeah. Cool. And you will spend 2.5 hours watching a film.
In French.
In French.
A classic movie in French.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone else, did anyone fail their rouse check?
I forgot how to do it.
1d10.
Is that it? Oh.
What'd you get?
Yeah. 2.
Cool. You're hungry.
Oh,
Gain 1 hunger.
in fact, because I also
Yay.
failed, I thought it was 6 to 10 was hunger, 1 to 5 was no hunger. But I got a 1, so I did fail as well.
Gain 1 hunger.
Which puts
Lenore,
me up to 5.
are you on 5 hunger? Oh dear.
Buddy.
So I gained 1 hunger from the intense hallucination.
Oh
and then 1 hunger
yeah.
from something that happened last session, which put me up from 2 to 4 in one night.
Oh boy, there's a rule for this. Oh no. Oh no, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now you've buggered me, because I've got to find the fucking rule in the rule book.
Mm.
The worst face unimaginable. It's something stupid as well. Is it that you go to Tope? I genuinely think the book tells me to put you into Topor. When you get to 5 hunger.
Okay.
Let
I
me
can
find
see
out.
that making narrative sense, given just how much has happened in the past 2 sessions and how much guilt Lenore feels for what has gone down, as well as just the physical exhaustion.
Oh, it's if you ever go higher than 5, we start
Okay.
things get real bad. You are absolutely starving when you wake up. The beast that you encountered before is like rattling at the head, like rattling at your head constantly. It is almost as if you can feel them under your skin. You also had
I think
a horrible nightmare.
I think it was a series of nightmares, all of which centered around Foxy, and all of which showed, well, most of which showed some version of Lenore betraying Foxy in some way, whether that be pushing her towards pushing her towards the oncoming situation, or whether that be simply lying to her face about something which she knows is important to Foxy.
Mhm.
And she kept seeing these. She didn't see it. It wasn't as if it was she herself doing it. It's as if she was watching herself doing it and had no agency to stop herself doing these things.
Yeah. I think the final vision you saw in that nightmare was the coterie sat around an expensive table with expensive wine glasses with blood in them, and Foxy being on her knees in front of the coterie asking why you abandoned her.
And I think before the question can be answered, Lenore awakes, and the quiet dread of these nightmares is replaced by the very loud dread of the beast rattling in either ear.
Mm-hmm.
And she will put Teddy's sphere down, stand, reach for her bag to take out some yarn. Remember that she finished her yarn and hasn't filled it up yet. Sigh, despite no breath, somehow she manages to convey a sigh. And move downstairs to where she saw Ollie's gramophone player. I'm right in thinking, am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah,
By
there
that
was
Ollie?
definitely one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. To forgetting that she's not alone, or not caring at this moment that she's not alone,
Mm-hmm.
just put on the first record that comes to hand as loudly as possible, and just sit next to the player in an attempt to drown out the beast.
I think Altair was probably already downstairs in the kitchen. He can't eat, but Ollie can. So he kind of would have been pottering downstairs, kind of in very, I guess, chilled clothes compared to what he normally would have worn.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do you cook or does Ollie cook?
Altair cooks. Primarily because
Okay.
he doesn't trust Ollie to not poison himself. Or try something weird.
Above table, he was about to cut himself while cooking.
Yeah, that's why Altair takes over. He was always kind
Yeah.
of the better chef of the
No.
pair.
You have successfully outsmarted the GM.
Yeah, come on, but that's an old trick.
Yeah. It is. It's an oldie but goodie. Oliver looks at Lenore. Is your friend all right?
Give me a moment.
I didn't think anyone liked the Bee Gees that much.
No, I'm rather unsure as to why you've not used the disc as a frisbee yet, but that's besides the point.
I'm sorry.
He'll go and
I like music.
yes, as do I. That's not music. That's just noise. Above table, I like the Bee Gees.
Just for clarification's sake.
Altair will go. Yeah, I don't want to hate on the Bee Gees.
Magpie, I've lost you on the subtitles.
Sorry.
If you could reload those.
No.
It's okay.
Where are they? Where have they gone? Am I back again?
Yes.
Sweet. We'll go and kind of make his way to Lenore, but we'll approach kind of in a way that he is within her periphery, so he's not just appearing kind of next to her. Darling, that's perhaps a smidgen loud.
Right. Yes.
It's not a big problem. I did soundproof the walls
we'll-
when we moved in.
Turn it.
Soundproof the walls when we moved in for this exact scenario.
Yes, but I have rather sensitive ears.
So
Altair's a coward.
Rogue turns it down. Leans. Oh.
I just don't like loud things.
Altair was
Yet he
very
lives with me.
sensible. I was being selfish. I suppose he would have to be sensible to live with you. It's well. I turn it down, leans closer, and just says, "It's a bit loud today. I'm trying to not focus on it. Just anything else to not listen."
And I have perhaps an idea. He will quickly flip up the radio, the gramophone disc vinyl. We'll put one of his own on, kind of, I guess, 1950s, something a little bit slower.
Mhm.
How good of a dancer are you?
Oh, it's been a long time. I was never good, but I was just about competent.
How about until Oliver finishes perhaps committing some sort of World Health Organization level of danger, I teach you an old waltz.
You cooked it.
You've been in the kitchen with it.
Fuck you.
Darling, do you remember the job in Kazakhstan?
That's a lot of letters.
4 people. Carry
At
on,
the same
darling.
time? Or no, food poisoning. Right.
I can't. People tell me I'm the queen of innuendos.
That would be lovely, Altair. Thank you.
Right. He'll kind of move back towards the orangery. There's a little bit of space. And we'll kind of go through an older waltz that he knows. Specifically ignoring Oliver.
And I think that Lenore was initially a little bit clumsy, but very quickly the muscle memory begins to come back, and she remembers how to follow and how to let somebody else lead and just listen to what Altair's body is saying.
He's very patient, I'd say. He's lived with Oliver a long time. This man is a patient man. And is hoping that it will kind of act as a little bit of, I guess, kind of mental and physical distraction for the time being. At least until everyone gets together.
He's trying to placate you, to lull you into submission. The last time he took control, we ended up with those fucking Cammy.
This comes out loud, so you do hear this as well, Altair, and sort of looks just over your head, says, "Yes, I am aware, but I trust him. I trust his
Altair
judgment."
probably doesn't even care that Foxy's gone. Because Foxy was a problem with Cammy.
You don't know him. I know him.
Neither
You
do
know
you.
only what I know. I know enough.
Darling, are you all right?
Yes, it's speaking. And I am not listening to it right now. I'm listening to you. Yes, you're right.
All right. Perhaps we ought to catch up with Gabriel shortly. How are you?
Still in control.
As you break out from the dancing, Oliver has finished eating and licked the plate and turns the plate around and has licked a 7. 7!
I don't even want to question that.
Antiques
Since-
Roadshow.
Is
Oh,
that
no,
antique-
no, it's not.
Strictly.
It's some form of daytime television. Is it?
Right.
That would make
Okay.
more sense.
I realised that
We're not
I
quite
am
at
the
that
only one
level
who's
yet, Ollie.
awake during the day to watch television. That was on me. I'm gonna go sleep because I don't have to sleep during the day. Suckers! Walks off.
Darling, perhaps be a little careful. The moon is getting rather full at the moment.
I've got 2 nights.
Not right now. Oh, it's calendared out anyway. I have them all for next year set up.
Okay, Mom.
Right. Because I enjoy having curtains, and you've ripped 3 of my bears down.
Could get better curtains.
I had a wonderful set from Dunelm. What?
Dunelm. When did you go to Dunelm?
Yes.
Did they even
I
open
ordered
that
them.
late?
Oh no, I ordered them. I looked
Oh.
on the website and I ordered them. The same place where I got the lamp from. After you destroyed it last time.
Hey, that lamp had a great time.
How illuminating. Anyway, perhaps we ought to get going. Allow me a moment to get dressed. We'll catch up shortly. Could you get in contact with
Oh,
Gabriel,
go on. No,
perhaps?
please do. and Ollie leans on the wall and watches you.
I'm going upstairs. And sneaks.
Okay.
Lenora forgot to get changed before going to bed, so is still in a slightly crumpled and now painted dress, but is comfortable with that in this moment. And will take the phone and a text message to Gabriel, which says, I hope you are safe. I know you won't be well, but I hope you're as close to it as you can be. Please, can you make it to Oltev's house? If not, we will come to you.
Gabriel will respond almost immediately. Thank you, Lenore. I will be right there.
As a quick question, did my message get through yet, or are we still stuck in timey-wimey?
I think it arrives about as they all meet up. You all get a text from Foxy.
It is Oliver Tech Whiz, see if this is from her. After, I don't want it to be imposter. But before I, please, is it her? Phone. Shows you the phone.
How tech savvy is Ollie?
He had a Reddit account before he learned how to file taxes. So he's good at the internet. Probably shouldn't be. Not mad tech savvy, but like he could probably figure out how to
You
get
might
someone's IP
know
address
someone
to
on a
troll them.
Discord server somewhere who might be able to get you what you want.
Yeah, he's 10 out of 10 on a Minecraft like Discord server.
Well, half of them are furry fanboys.
Yeah,
Would you like to wake Ollie
there's a
up?
reason. Is Altair aware of this? Or is Lenore going waking him up?
I think there's a world. There's a world where Altair just thinks that Ollie is good at tech because he can do things that Altair can't.
Oh yeah, no, if he has to like dial out of the country or something, he doesn't understand like dialing codes, so he will just hand his phone to Ollie.
But this was said to the both of you once we're there and the text has come in. I think that Lenore would trust Altair specifically to say yes or no to this.
Give me a moment. He'll make his way upstairs.
So Ollie is if you open the door, or do you knock on the door?
He'll give like a just two, and then we'll crack the door open. Good morning.
I literally went to bed an hour ago. 20 minutes
I was
ago.
wondering if I could potentially borrow one of your contacts.
For what?
Checking if a text message is legitimate. Oh, can you do that?
No. I'll go online and see if anyone might know. Oh, give me. Grabs a shirt, puts it on, doesn't put it over his arms, and opens up his laptop.
Altair just sits on the bed next to him.
Doesn't happen instantly. People have got lives.
Well, it seems like they're always chatting.
Right? Do you? They're asking if they can be added to the text group.
Who is it? Are they safe?
Giant Flamingo 47.
Flamingos. Do you know them? Have you seen them face to
I think we
face?
played Dota one time together.
Perhaps I could screenshot it and send it to them. Or is that not how it works?
That's not how it works. You can't just magically see if a text is real without doing some tech wizardry. Are
Right,
tech wizards a thing?
I assume so. Everything's just electricity.
That
They've
may
got-
be, again, me with the old rules in my head, but aren't there tech wizard glasswalker werewolves?
That sounds cool as shit.
It does.
I also think that, like,
Aren't there low-key technomancer werewolves? I'm not sure.
yeah, maybe. I think that also, like, technology is specifically, like, according to the rules, anti-magic, and that the people who are trying to like repress magical beings use technology because like creativity is being consumed by technology, so they do it to like limit the powers of like the changelings and the mages. It's why they like vampires, because vampires also are like awful. They said if you want to get the answers, put this number into the group chat, or they're currently on a 3-game win streak.
I will go and check with the others.
Can I go back to bed?
Back in them. Yes. I can always text Flamingo. Good night. And we'll kind of sort of give him a kiss on the forehead, and then we'll potter his way downstairs.
Fall sideways onto the bed, so his legs are hanging off the side of the bed.
Alto will check and see if he's conked out. Like with the sort of like shin of his foot or like leg, will just donk his legs into bed. Very gently.
Fuck off. Or
Love you too.
fuck me. Your choice.
Perhaps later. He'll make his way downstairs. Well, we may have a lead. There is a flamingo person who, if we add them to the group chat, can somehow find out if a text message is legitimate or not.
Do you trust them?
Oliver is in a chat room with them.
Good enough. It's better than. If it is her, we'll know it's her. If it's not her, we'll know it's not her. And if them not trustworthy, then we'll either expose the imposter or I don't think we can really put Foxy in any more danger than she's already in, so.
I have perhaps a slightly differing idea. Foxy still has her accounts attached to her television screen that she does. Perhaps if we were to contact one of those accounts and ask her a question that only she would know the answer to, Nim would perhaps not be able to find out. I don't know.
You can see inside her head.
Did any of you... Sorry.
Unless there's anything that you know that she would have looked away tight, but they wouldn't have been able to get at yet.
That I'm aware of, no.
No personal lives rule is really coming back to bite us now. Gabriel?
Did Nim come to any of your dreams last night?
Yes.
They said they didn't, but I don't trust that. It might have been dreams. It might have been in the house. I'm not certain. They said they were in the house, but I trust them about as much as I trust the Prime Minister.
That is a scathing critique. Nim is way more trustworthy than Keir Starmer. We've got to take a quick break because we've had an hour and also the ads are about to kick in and I can't stop them. So That's a great question to leave off on. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Cool.
So, Kotui, what would you like to do about this flamingo's offer?
I think above table. Do we trust a random stranger to come into a coterie group chat?
I think on Lenore's side, she is, although she's composed at this moment, she's desperate enough that a hope from someone we don't know is better than flailing around in the dark from just us. Is where she is at the moment.
I think Gabriel is very distracted at the moment, but also not 100% on board with the idea of, again, a stranger joining the coterie group chat. Even if they make a new one later, it's just...
It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah.
Cool.
The other thing is that, yes, you've just talked about Nim appearing in all your dreams.
Is this Nim? Right. Well, how about we keep this as a backup and we do our own investigation first?
Okay.
Right. Perhaps we try and get in contact with Foxy first. Reply to the text. If I just ask where she is, perhaps at first, and then we follow up from there.
Okay. I trust you.
Right. Altair will reply and just say, "Are you safe? Where are you?"
Cool. How long do you wait for a reply?
He'll sit and just wait for as long as until told
Cool.
otherwise.
You'll be waiting for 2.5 hours because Foxy is currently in the cinema.
3.5 hours because Paris is later, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So if your cozy would like to
I
do
feel there's a lot of
something in
stress
that
pacing.
3.5 hours, you are waiting around for a long time.
I was going to say, weren't we supposed to have a meeting with one of the barons?
Oh
Tonight?
shit! Yeah.
Ocean.
To be fair, you never arranged that meeting. You just knew that Ocean was going to be there.
Okay.
Okay, we're not the worst. Well, I
mean, you could discuss the dreams.
Yes.
Oh yes, that plot thread you dangled in front of us. Good point.
Excuse me, players. Here is the plot. Here is the plot.
The great fishing rod in the sky.
If you don't want to, you can fuck off and do whatever you want. I'm not stopping you. Leave Foxy with Nim. That's fine with me.
We all sit and play Dungeons and Dragons for 2 hours.
Fucking hell, let me get the rule book out. No, I don't even have to do that because you lot are the players. So one of you has to be the GM in that situation. Unless you get Ollie to do it.
Bet. Ollie's
I'm
the
not
GM. Everyone is somehow a tiefling bard.
And nobody got parent issues at all.
And scene. You said you weren't sure if Nim was in the house.
Yes, it's not, especially when it's not just within my own head. There's somebody else projecting it, and it can be difficult to tell what's this world, what's some other world, and what's inside my head. Nim was adamant that they were not inside my head, but they were in the room. They asked permission to go inside my head. I refused that. But it's entirely possible they were already there and were just asking after doing it. But they claimed they were in the house. They seem to be worried about Ollie. They didn't want Ollie hearing, specifically Ollie. They didn't mention you. But they didn't want Ollie to hear of a discussion.
Oliver, the 1980s is not here. He's not here. Ignore me. I wasn't running on all on all cylinders then. Right. Okay, but what did they say to you?
They said supposedly Foxy's safe, but and you notice he's fidgeting a lot more so than usual because he doesn't fidget. Did they promise either of you anything?
Yes. But eventually they agreed to take. I should have said us, but I only said me. I wasn't thinking. To Foxy before agreeing on anything. Was it the same thing for you, Lucy, Nia?
They wanted them found.
I don't think it's safe for them, for Lucy or for Nia, to take them back.
I think we do need to locate them, but I don't think we need to necessarily hand them over. Or at least give them the option. We cannot be as bad as them. They seem to know an awful lot about all of us.
Too much.
I'm beginning to wonder how far back all of this goes. They knew Oliver in the 1980s. We had only just befriended each other back then. Right,
They mentioned the painting. They seemed to be unsure whether it was part of them or separate from them. They eventually settled on, no, it's something I made, not something I am, but that was only after a lot of pushing. And that painting's old. That goes back to, well, Gabriel would know better than me, but the original Lucy seemed a couple of centuries. I'm not so good at history, but
1800s.
Nim,
Yeah, from what I remember, that sounds right.
Nim is far older than I. So that would put them at least perhaps a good few centuries. 3, 4 more. Perhaps we wait to see what comes of Foxy and act accordingly. I'm not sure they're trying to be the villain, but their actions are not necessarily correct. I think they're acting with the right intentions, just not necessarily doing as they should be.
Altair, what did they promise you?
They were unsure. Part of them wanted to find my sire. I have no qualms with my sire, but we promised we would go separate ways for the first while of our lives. Then they promised essentially to make me a full-blooded vampire. I said I would consider it. They went Ventrue at first, but that would be difficult. My sire was Markov. Yourself?
They promised to change parts of me, or if I really wanted to, I could go home.
Right. If I may, what would be waiting for you at home?
I've thought about that for a while, and to be honest, as much as I would miss it, as much as I do miss it, nothing. And he's fiddling with something in his pocket.
So I will reach a hand out. Not to take, but just to offer.
Gabriel pulls out his wallet, and in it are a couple of Polaroid pictures of
Don't you do
An
this to
old-
me.
oh, I'm doing it. A few Polaroid pictures, one of an older Mexican woman with her hair tied back in pearls with a rosary, very nicely dressed, and another of Gabriel, a younger, very more femme Gabriel, very rounded face, less facial hair, and a man who's naturally blonde, but it's dyed purple and blues with a scruffy beard. And he kind of just shows them it's the only people I had left at home were my mom and who was supposed to be my husband at some point when I got back home. But I'm sure at this point they've long moved on, so like I said, you're all I have left.
I'm sorry. I know sorry doesn't cover it, but I'm sorry. What were they called? Sorry.
My mother's name was Maria, and his name was David.
Thank you. If there is a way we could get you home without any messy deals, I can try and make it happen. It may not be the most legal thing in the world, but I can get the money together.
It's not, I'm sure they've moved on. I, sh- I should as well. I can't go back home. There's nothing for me there. And like I said, I've unhappily made peace with it, but I'm here. So
I'm glad you're here. I wish you were with them, but I'm glad you're here.
Have made this unlife. We all have our own paths that we have to make peace with, but having you here has made making peace with mine much easier. Thank you. was done to you here, you've perhaps had the worst lot of all of us. And the fact that you are still here after all of that it means a lot to see you and to see that, even if it's painful, it is possible.
He puts the photos back in his wallet and he kind of takes a second and gently grabs both of your hands.
You feel a squeeze from the nerve before becoming gentle again.
Voltaire is not wearing gloves for one of the first times you've not seen him wearing gloves. Will similarly squeeze in reply, set his other hand on top of it for a second, and then just go to one hand back again. We're going to get everyone back together. We have a family here. Whether the rest of us have lost them, I do not know. I do not wish to delve unless being told actively. But none of us are losing another family. I promise you that. You people are the finest things that anyone could have asked for.
Echo that. You've been a leader to us, but the reason that you continue to be that is how much and how openly you've shown that you do care.
There are a lot of very cold people in this world, and I was very lucky to have known one of the few warm ones. If I can share it, I will.
Thank you.
Right. Perhaps we ought to try and catch up again with Foxy.
Right.
He's going to look immediately down to his phone to try and just
Foxy
break from that.
It's still unavailable. There is a knock on the door.
Ah!
Mm.
Go and answer it.
There is no one outside the door. There is, however, a package on the floor.
What does it look like?
Small brown box that's like 5 centimeters thick. Addressed to Altair.
Does it use his full name?
No.
He will take his little dagger and will open it at the door.
Cool. It's a letter. From the Camarilla.
Fuck.
There is business happening down in the bay. Best to avoid it. Your new domain is being established. Our agents are at your command. You will communicate by either going to this address or by dropping boxes such as this on the steps of the museum.
Cool. Is it just a letter in the box? Is there anything else in the box?
Nope.
He was still a little bit beastie when he made this deal, so there is a long string of curses for a little while. He probably does not even just stick to English at that time. And then marches his way back into the house. Well, we have a wonderful message from the Camarilla.
Oh, good.
There's business down by the bay. We ought to avoid it. However, we do have agents of the Camarilla working on our side, and we're going to have to tell Foxy at some point that we've joined the Camarilla.
She knows. We did tell her that we'd made a deal in the heat of the moment, and that we would not make any further decisions on that without first consulting her. But we didn't want to discuss it fully until you were with us.
Right.
And that perhaps backfired a little bit as well.
I mean, and he's going to turn the paper over to make sure there's like no sort of like vibes about it that would suggest it's either been like magicked or something. We're not technically working for the Camarilla, though, are we? I mean, we're feeding them information, yes, but we're also feeding information to the Anarchs. We are a completely neutral party, in that by acting in the benefits of both sides of the parties, we are neutral. It's parlay. Nothing more.
I hope so.
I assure you, I will be giving them nothing else. Callum's up to something.
I just answering chat.
You had this suspicious face about you.
Do you have any other business before you receive a message from Foxy?
Don't think so.
Foxy, you reach the end of the movie. It was very European. It was very weird.
It was
Slightly
very film
horny.
school.
Uh,
Of course it was.
French. What else did
yeah.
you expect?
And it wasn't
Yeah.
French, so I didn't understand a word. So
weirdly,
Nim's cinema experience with me was a mix of what are you saying? What are they saying? And oh my gosh, you can't do that. And are they kidding? This feels so 2001.
don't worry, I've got a plan. And they kind of made subtitles appear at the bottom of the screen.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, Foxy gets out of the seminar, probably with an arm around Nim's shoulder.
So I've had a chat with some people. Do you still want to do a commander pod?
When did you had a chat? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. When?
When is good for you? We can go back and have a rest, or
Right. You can manipulate time. There was a thing. Didn't you say like you didn't want to do this because it's always
no.
a bad idea?
I just the people are free all night. I just
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let me just answer my phone. I look at my phone again.
yeah, their message is there.
What was the message again?
Are you safe? Where are you?
I look at my phone. They're asking where I am. May I tell them? They wouldn't believe me, and we're gonna be gone in a hot second anyway.
Yeah, we are currently in Paris. I did not do that on purpose. I kind of just found a bad guy.
Yeah, I know. I answer. Life's great. I'm in Paris. You get a photo of the fucking Eiffel Tower. Gonna play some
We can-
Magic later. How about
We
you?
can go to the Eiffel Tower if you want.
No, this is fine. They're gonna be so fucking jealous. They get a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and you know that Foxy doesn't send selfies because of data breach, but you get a picture of like the Eiffel Tower and her fingers like this.
Delara once talked to me about going to the Eiffel Tower before they were embraced. They saw it.
Aww.
I've always thought about taking them back to it, but they were like, it was too complicated.
With you, nothing's complicated. With you, everything is absolutely easy. I mean, even if the Vampires of Paris came around, first of all, I don't speak French, so it's your problem. Second of all, you can
Exactly.
just whoop us away. Yeah,
Proof-
everything's fine.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, you get a picture of Foxy's fingers doing this with the Eiffel Tower, and the message doing fine. I'm in Paris right now. Gonna play some Magic later.
How do you?
Is there,
Sorry.
is there context I'm missing?
Well, I presume they're with Nim. So perhaps Nim is tutoring them in magic?
No,
No?
that is it's a cards. It's a game. It's a game.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
Gabe, if you know the game, you might have seen at Foxy's flat a black cube full of cards with an Astarian goose sticker on it. Do you want me to get it from the shelf?
yeah.
Oh.
Fucking yeah.
A game. Yes. Oh.
My name is Gustarian.
I love it!
Are those your life points? Not anymore.
It's a fucking shite card as well. What a fucking bullshit card. I once ruined someone's day.
No, it's a great card.
They were playing the Astarian deck, and I was like, nope. Nope. You're not allowed to do anything this game.
Oh my god, Astarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magic is no longer magic. It's full of universes
Whoa.
beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Boy. Yeah.
It's a bullshit card.
So yeah,
It's never been made.
it's beautiful. You know, if you know Magic, you have seen, at least all of you have seen this at Foxy's place. Honk.
Oh, is that the honk game?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Foxy. We could always play Magic in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And then you can go and see your friends.
Oh, right. Oh, I mean, we can. The last time Gabe saw my deck, he looked at me like with this face, usually reserved for adults looking at their children after their children drew under the windowsill and tried to hide it by standing in front of it.
Right. Well, we don't have to do that. We can play it at my house.
No. I mean, I would love to see my friends again. Also, they're getting kind of worried. And even though you didn't, I kind of see how they might think that you abducted me because Gabe was out of earshot and the other two were gone.
True.
Also, Gabe wasn't in the elevator.
Hmm.
So from their perspective, it kind of makes sense.
Cool. There's a board game cafe in Cardiff called Chance Encounters.
Cool.
It's normally closed now, but we'll worry about the details later.
You're a magi.
You're also a vampire.
Yeah.
I
You do
will-
the lock. I do the security cameras.
Don't worry, I've got the cameras. We could go to Geek Retreat, but it's kind of shite in Cardiff. Yeah. Okay.
We go there. I'll tell them.
Yeah. I've managed to convince Delara to give it a go.
Oh yeah, I would love to see her.
Yeah.
By the way,
So
even though that was another thing of boundaries, you need to get them. Thanks for the tips.
oh, yeah. Yeah. She's very effective.
You could say that, yeah. You could say that, yeah. Yep. So where were we going?
Cardiff.
Something
Shall we?
chance? Yeah.
I will drop you off.
And
I'll drop you off at the museum, and then you just make your way there when you're ready.
okay, cool.
Just down this alleyway.
Yeah, wherever.
Cool.
I will blindly trust you, handsome stranger.
Well, maybe you shouldn't.
I mean, you're the mortal running around with a vampire.
Oh, I like to live life on the edge. Maybe later. And you walk down the corridor. You walk down the alleyway that you came into Paris through, and you walk into Cardiff in front of the museum. Here you go.
You get an. Thank you, darling. Still the gentle person. I get my phone out again. I'm at the museum. Where are you guys?
You just get a text that says, "On our way. Stay there. Don't move."
We're being
I sit down.
There are eyes here. Eyes that are not friendly.
Yeah, what?
That car. And points at a car that's all blacked out. And it begins to drive away. I have messed up.
You've messed up?
They just saw you
because
apparate.
you bumped us right in front of the museum.
Oh,
Yeah, we should have we should have taken the alleyway. Fuck. Okay. What do we do?
I got lost in the magic of the moment. I'll go sort that out. No, it's fine. I'll deal with that. Don't panic about it. I think they were the Camarilla.
Yeah.
I can make them disappear.
Okay. Whatever you do, take care of yourself. I don't want to miss you, all right?
Don't worry. I've fought enough vampires in my time. I'm a big, strong person.
Still, if anybody's taking a bite of you, it's gonna be me.
I can. And they kind of run off after the car.
They're just running after a car. They said they're gonna deal with it. They're gonna deal with it.
And I think a few minutes later, everyone else shows up.
Yeah, you see this. Mainly this.
You smell like you, but you don't look like you. Are you
Yeah.
okay?
I'm actually fucking great.
Hugs you.
Actually back. You made me worry, you guys. You were floating up a staircase. You were lost in a picture. What the fuck? Can't I leave you alone for like 5 minutes? Gabe, you look like hell and back again.
I wonder why.
Wonder how.
Where were you exactly?
Well, first I was back in time for in a week in Nim's house, where I've got a flat now. Then I was hungry, and Nim said, "Hey, I can. What do you want to eat?" And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of mostly eat bad guys." So they got me a bad guy, but that person was in Paris, so I went to Paris, and then we went into a shitty movie theater, watched a weird art house movie about I don't know the meaning of life and sexuality. I have no fucking idea. And then I came back here. Yeah, the thing with back in time a week isn't what I believe. Nim was back in time for a week, and I was only back for a minute. I don't know. Timey-wimey gets confusing. I'm fine. And you actually feel like there's something different about me. Like there's a weird sense of calmness around me you're not used to.
Yeah, that's what's wigging Altair out at the minute.
Mhm.
I think Lenora's conflicted because she knows that Nim is not good for Foxy. But Foxy seems more at peace than she's ever been, so maybe she's wrong, and maybe Nim is good for Foxy. And she's going back and forth between, okay, but we know what Nim did to Nia, but maybe that's not happening here. Maybe Foxy genuinely is happy. And she can't bring herself to voice her suspicions
guys,
about Nim.
be gone. Bitches, be gone.
Yes.
I mean, I still don't want to join the fucking Camarilla if my life depends on it. But
You can operate in with less secrecy now.
I mean, yeah. I didn't want to worry you guys.
It wasn't you. They took you away.
Well, technically no.
Technically, no.
I mean, technically yes, but technically no. You guys gonna be so fucking angry with me. First of all, I knew them before, though that was the charming person in the elevator, who I
Right.
spent around like half an hour talking and flirting, and to help me to hook up with Delara. But also, and Lenore, you're gonna hate this especially. I kind of made a deal to get both of you out of trouble, and offered me instead. Oops.
Taking a deal is not the same as going of your own volition. I hope you haven't lost sight of that.
Especially when they are being too kind and too caring straight off the bat.
Have you met them? They're charming, but they're insecurity on a fucking stick.
It is very easy to act that way. I do it when I'm working, make myself as small as possible, make myself
By the
look
way,
run-
yeah. How's your work going?
My work is fine.
Cool. And your buddy you're living with?
Oliver is also fine.
You need a new vacuumer for all the dog hair?
I intended to share that when the time was right.
Mm-hmm. When you invited the rest over?
When you weren't there, yes.
Okay, cool. Anything
If
else
you-
I should know?
I can give you the entire back history if you'd like it.
You know what I mean. I
don't.
never had any secrets from you.
If the word had gotten out early of what I was living with, it could have put you people in danger. My work could put you people in danger. I kept my secrets sincerely, so you would have no leeway.
That's not the issue, honey. And we had to deal that we all shut up. I'm just asking if we all kept it. It's not tell me everything is there anything else I should know?
Going to the Camarilla. Not necessarily to benefit them, but rather to use them. He's not looking at Foxy at all. He is drawing patterns with his finger on the nearest wall.
That's a joke, right? I mean, Lenore told me about like the double angel, like it was supposed. I thought it was.
It was a tactical move. There is something going on with Cardiff, and it would have placed me directly in a position of power to use them.
Cool.
There is no kindness with them, I can assure you of that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
As
Yeah,
that
Yes.
moment of
Sorry.
tension rises, your attention is pulled away from your conversation as there is an explosion, a boom heard. It is not. It is not. It is not close by, but it is far away, and the sky is red slightly, and there is smoke coming from the south of the city towards the bay.
Oh, fuck!
And with that, we'll bring our session to an end. I tried to finish early, but you guys were just too good. So, yeah, on that cliffhanger, we will end our session here with an explosion in Cardiff Bay. Everyone say farewell. Tell people where they can find you. We'll start with Bard.
Hey everybody, I'm the Bard with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with many names. You can find me here on Thursdays. You can find me on alternating Fridays. Also this Friday on Pencil's Tables at a wonderful game of Blades in the Dark. You can find me on Tuesdays at the Misadventurers League playing Kids on Brooms. I believe that's it at the moment. Yeah.
Well, thank you for playing with me today, Bard. Kieran.
Hello, yes, I am Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I was playing Lenore here today. I don't currently have anything else on you can go and find me at, but for future stuff which will be coming up, you can follow me on the Blue Sky as Flightless Heaven, where I will post about what's going to be happening, should you wish to.
Awesome. Thank you for playing with us tonight. Monroe.
Hey all, I've been Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. I've been playing Gabriel. He uses he, him pronouns, or Toreador. You can find me at Blue Sky at Monroe, and that's, yeah, currently I'm just here on Thursdays. So, yeah.
Well, only for one more week.
Well, yeah,
thank you for playing. And finally, Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. You can find me over on Blue Sky at, oh my god, what's my at Antique Horror. I'm not running on all 4 cylinders tonight. I post a lot about comics and TTRPG stuff and lamenting about the general state of the world. You can find me here on Thursdays. You can also find me next Sunday over on House of Dreams. We will be running a taster session for Skies Above by Lost Haven.